Fred Rogers wasn't trying to build an empire. He was an ordained minister who thought television was doing something terrible to children. So instead of complaining about it, he decided to use it differently. Slowly, gently, on purpose. For over 30 years, he sat down in front of a camera, changed into a cardigan his mother had knitted, and talked to children like their feelings actually mattered. But the story that people remember most isn't about the show. It's about something his mother told him when he was small. Whenever something frightening happened in the world, young Fred would get scared. And his mother would say the same thing every time. Look for the helpers. You will always find people who are helping. He carried that sentence with him for the rest of his life. And decades later, whenever something terrible happened on the news, he would repeat it, on air, to millions of children who were scared and didn't know what to do with that fear. He never told them the world was safe. He told them where to look. In 1969, when several American cities still enforced racial segregation, even at public swimming pools, Fred Rogers filmed a scene that seems small until you understand what it meant. He was sitting with his feet in a small plastic pool, cooling off on a hot day. He invited a black police officer on his show, a man named Officer Clemens, to join him and to put his feet in the same water. At the time, in parts of the country, that simply did not happen. Black and white Americans were not supposed to share the same pool. Fred Rogers didn't make a speech about it. He didn't explain what he was doing. He just offered Officer Clemens a towel afterward, and they sat there together. Two men, feet in the same water, like it was the most ordinary thing in the world. Because to him, it was exactly how the world should be. Years later, a boy named Jeffrey Erlanger came on the show. He used an electric wheelchair, and he explained, in his own words, calmly, how it worked and how he'd gotten hurt. Fred Rogers listened. He didn't rush him. He asked him questions like his answers genuinely mattered, because they did. Then, quietly, off to the side, he began to sing to him. A simple little song about liking people just the way they are. That short clip has been watched by millions of people since. Not because it was dramatic, because it wasn't. Fred Rogers was once asked what he wanted to be remembered for. He didn't mention ratings or awards or how many children had watched his show. He said he hoped that when people thought of him, they would simply think of someone who had helped them know that they were loved and capable of loving. That was the whole plan. Nothing more complicated than that. So tonight, if something is on your mind, something frightening, something heavy, you don't have to solve it right now. Just remember the sentence a mother once gave her son, that he spent his whole life giving back to everyone else. Look for the helpers. You will always find people who are helping. Somewhere, right now, someone is. Good night.